It's 2025 and you are still struggling to do your own makeup just to get this glowing look. I'm gonna show you how to achieve this look. Period.
Hello, my butterfly friends. Welcome to my channel. It's Cass here.
Like, share, subscribe. Alright, let's get started.
Before every makeup routine is your skincare routine, and this is my Casslicious skin. The main ingredient is shea butter, which helps with softening and hydrating the skin. Skincare before makeup is essential to create hydrating, smooth, flawless, long-lasting makeup. Now I'm going in with a face serum. Personally, I don't use too much skincare products, so doing just this step is enough for me. Now, I like to start with the brows. I'm going in with this small brush and I'm going in also with the brow gel. I like to lift up my brows with the brow gel. As a beginner, this would guide you when it comes to filling in your brows. I am going to be using the Pomade Brow Cream in the shade Brown. I like to use this because it's creamy. I have the black and the brown shade. For beginners who are still struggling with this step, I think you need to use a light brown shade first before you advance to a dark shade. Me personally, I'm going to show you the difference with the light shade. As you can see, this is the brown. The trick is to go in with little product on the brush and make sure you are applying from the end of your brow to the top of the brow. Going in a stroke-like motion, also this is buildable, so you can see that this shade is light. And going in with a darker shade, I'm going to fill it in and build it up. The end of the brows need to be more pigmented, and then you use the rest of the product or the little product left on the brush in the front of the brows. Going back in with the same brush but the other side, going in with a concealer 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. We are gonna clean up the brows and make it more sharp. You can see the difference between the first brow and the second brow. We have to be very precise when it comes to cleaning the brows, making sure that it doesn't mess up your brow. Brush is a little bit thicker than the first one we used, so going in with this brush is very important because going in with a bigger brush might cause a lot of problems, but going in with this smaller brush is gonna help blend out the concealer. Doing this step is very important because you don't want to have like some products on your eye area and it's not blended out. Now it's time for the lashes. Is the most scary part, honestly. Going in with one of my favorite mascara. The lashes is given natural, that's why I picked it. And I know it's very intimidating for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle to put on lashes. I am still struggling with lashes. It's a learning process, just like my makeup. You see how tiny that brush is? Yes, that's what we're going to be using to dip into the glue. And then I'm going to directly put it around my eye and also put it on the lashes itself. I'm using, I don't know what that thing is called, but I'm using that to hold the lashes, and I tried to use it directly on my lashes and it wasn't working. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use my hands. A lot of people don't use their hands, but I don't know, for some reason my hands are doing a great job when it comes to putting on these lashes. Doing the same thing here, going in with the glue and putting it also on the lashes. It might not be the best technique, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anything that works, works. I put it directly on my lashes. Now I remember it's called a tweezer. So you use the tweezer, put it directly on your lashes, then you drop it and use your hands. I mean, that's how I do it. But up to you, whichever one works, works. I'm still struggling with my lashes, by the way, so you just keep practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. All of a sudden, you'll be perfect in it. At this point, I was trying to make some adjustments. Lashes really elevate your look, but some people would not like to wear it, which is okay. Now I'm going in with the tinted serum. This step is optional. You don't have to do it. I put a generous amount around my face and then I go in with a triangular blending foam. This is gonna help blend out the tinted serum. Make sure your beauty blenders are clean because this helps make sure that your skin is looking flawless, that your foundations and your serum or whatever you put on your face go in smoothly. Now getting ready to go in with my foundation. I'm using the Fit Me foundation. Any foundation works. Make sure it's your right shade. I'm going in again with this brush. As a beginner, you're not trying to do too much. So making sure that you're using this little brush to put a little bit of foundation, making your skin look like you have nothing on but you have something on. Going back in with a beauty blender, blending everything in. As you can see how smooth my face is looking flawless, looking like I did nothing. Going back in with my concealer again, making sure that your concealer is a little bit lighter than your foundation. Can be 1 or 2 shades lighter. Going back in, I'm going to brighten up my eye area, my chin, and my forehead. So after this, I'm going to set my face with my setting spray. It helps keep the makeup in place. Almost forgot the contour, so I'm going to be using contour on my cheekbone, also applying on my forehead as well. Contour helps your face have a bit more shape, sculpting your features. Going back in with the beauty blender, I'm going to blend the light shades, which is the concealer. Now this is a bigger brush. It has both sides and one is flat than the other side. I'm using the flat one, the flat part of the brush, to blend out the contour on my face. When applying contour, make sure it's on your cheekbone and also on your forehead and around your nose. I almost forgot the nose, but I did it after, and then I'm using the brush to go back in. I think for that step, using a smaller brush around the nose area would have been perfect. I mix number 20 and 21. I don't necessarily have a blush, so I use this instead. I mean, you can use that. When applying your blush, make sure you're going upwards because this helps with lifting the face and it also looks better. Blush also helps with brightening the face and sculpting the face even more. And it also helps with defining the cheekbone. Now I'm going to be using my Fit Me setting powder. Make sure that the setting powder is also closer to your skin tone, depending on the vibe you're going for. Make sure it's a little bit lighter than your skin tone. Going in with a triangular beauty blender because it's really good. It really helps the blending process. Setting powder is important because it helps to lock liquid and cream makeup into place, making it last longer and appear smoother and prevent it from creasing. Now this step is very important because this is where the shape shifting just automatically comes into play. I mean, it was already shape shifting, but this is where everything just comes together. I used a little product left on the beauty blender and I used that on my forehead, around my nose area where I'm prone to a little bit of oil here and there. Going back in with the setting spray to keep the makeup in place. Liquid liners are literally the best compared to using an eyeshadow to make a line on your eye. No. As a beginner, again, we're not doing too much. So applying the liner at the end of your eye is the key. You don't want to do too much, so you just want to put a little bit of line just at the edge of your eyes. One thing with this liner is it's easy to mess it up, so you have to be very careful and gentle with it. Going in with the big brush, I'm going to be blending in the setting powder on the lower corner of my face. I'm not going to set the one on top because it might crease if I do that, especially with the fact that I had to set my face. Also, I don't want it to be cakey because remember, we use a setting spray, so we have to be very careful with blending and making sure the setting spray dries first. Now I'm going to be using the Beauty Blender on the upper part of my face, close to my eyes, and blending it in smoothly and adding a little bit more of the setting powder just to make sure everything is even and equal. I know it's a mess, but this is gonna put my makeup all into play. Call it the golden shimmer. And I'm going back in with this small brush. So I'm gonna be putting this in the inner corner of my eye and also putting it around my brow area, my nose. This gives you a shimmering, radiant, and elegant look, often for special occasions like proms, night out, wedding, and anywhere you want to go, honestly, because I really love it. This step is not for everybody. I know some people that are starting out makeup and not like into trying or doing too much, but trust me, this is not too much. Now for the lips, I'm going in with a light shade lip liner. For beginners, this is good. You can also do just lip gloss. You can also do a black liner with lip gloss on top of it. For me, I'm going in with this light shade lipstick, and I'm also going to be adding lip gloss.
There's a light shade lipstick. This should be Hot Sun liquid lipstick. I don't know the number in case someone wants the number. I don't know, it's not here. You go right in, just like that. I love to overline my lips a little bit, just a little bit. This is my final look.
The beauty of this tutorial is you can choose whichever step you would want to use in your makeup routine. Also, I don't want to hear you don't know how to do your makeup in 2025. We are not doing this year. Moving forward, I want to see you all rocking beautiful, amazing looks. Better than mine.
Don't forget to like, share, follow, and comment. Until next time.